What's going on, everybody? This is Big G from G Ryders, and welcome to another episode of Talking Rydes. I'm with my friend Connor here.
Hi there, Glenn.
And we're going to be talking about his BMW. Is this?
This is a 2009 BMW 335 Xi.
Nice. So what color is this?
This color is called Blue Water.
Blue water. It looks like a, I don't know, maybe like an old person's color. So like if an old person bought this car, this is probably the color they'll buy.
Yeah, I've heard that actually.
But it's nice because it blends in everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So is this the base model? Does it have some packages on it or something?
This car is a manual transmission, which is very difficult to find on a BMW 335 Xi.
Nice.
It has the sport package, it has comfort access, it has upgraded stereo, and it has almost fully loaded other than adaptive cruise control.
Okay. Yeah, the adaptive cruise control thing, I don't think it's really necessary.
I didn't think so.
I mean, it's cool, but it's just one more thing to break on the German car.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a look at the interior.
So the interior is pretty basic E90. They're a little boring, I'd say, but they're functional.
Nice.
I've actually added the M Sport shift knob in there. It's a little nice to have a little bit of weight on the top.
Yeah. So these the sports seats.
Yep. You can adjust those in. The bolsters will inflate or deflate if you want.
Nice. So, are you thinking of what I think you should do? I don't know if you're thinking about it, but you know how all the new BMWs have like the little boost gauge thing that's built into iDrive. Will this one do that?
I've actually seen something about that. There's a guy who actually modified it into the iDrive system. However, I'd prefer to do it almost like a cob, which you just run your cable up and just have a phone mount, and I just connect it to my phone and I can log from my phone.
Let's see how this thing sounds. Alright, out of any car you could have bought, why'd you choose this one?
So the reason I went for the BMW is that I've wanted something that was all-weather, was nice to drive, and I could play with and make a lot of power out of. I mean, I left a couple options. The Subaru and the Evo are kind of the most obvious choice, but the BMW is just a lot nicer car, and it's actually cheaper than the equivalents.
Yeah, I definitely seen that. Evos and STIs and WRXs, they're way overpriced of what they should be.
Right.
Left.
Okay.
They're way overpriced of what they should be.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was talking to my sister. She was interested in a WRX hatchback. I mean, the 2013, 26 grand for just a basic WRX.
Yeah, and that's like the plain old like Impreza interior too.
Yeah.
That's just not really anything. Aren't these about that too? Aren't these less than that, like around 20 grand or so?
Yeah, I paid a little less than 20.
Nice. So what mods have you done to it so far?
So far, I have a charge pipe with a blow-off valve installed because the stock ones tend to pop once you're tuning. And then I just have a tune, and that's pretty much it. Just a couple of cosmetic things.
Nice. So how much power does this make? How much power does it make?
The rear-wheel drive cars with this tune, I've seen they put down about 360 wheel.
Oh wow!
So I'd probably put this around 330, 340 range.
Okay. So what did it come with standard, like from factory?
Factory, they say it's 300 horsepower.
Yeah.
They're lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when they came out, a magazine tested the rear-wheel drive cars, and one of them was they're putting down 270, 280 at the wheels. And so this probably put this thing at 260 at the wheels, or around 330 crank.
Wow. Yeah, I know BMWs, that's a common thing for them, because I say this all the time. The new 328, it says it's 240 horsepower. I don't believe it. It feels way faster than that.
Oh yeah, every turbo BMW is pretty much underrated.
So, I got to assume BMW is your favorite brand.
Right now, actually, they're one of my top brands, mainly because they keep building manual cars.
Yeah.
They're basically the only German automaker that's still building manuals.
Yeah, everybody's switching to automatic, dual clutch transmissions and everything.
I mean, those are faster and they're nice to live with, but manual's just so much fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's hard losing them.
So, besides BMW, what is some of your other favorite brands?
I used to be a Saab guy.
Okay.
I'll say this is quite a nice upgrade from that Saab. I also, at some point, I might be getting into Porsche. We'll see about that.
Oh, cool.
But if BMW keeps building manuals, it's hard to give the value argument for the Porsche.
So what kind of Porsche do you think you want to get?
I'd probably get a base 911 in a couple of years since they're all going turbo, or maybe a Cayman.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've actually just recently became kind of more of a Porsche fan just because I've noticed that they're kind of good for like the way they're priced. They're like in between, like they could be sports cars or they could be supercars.
Yeah.
You know, with the power and the performance and everything like that. So I just think having a 911 I think it'd be really cool because you can start off with something basic and then eventually when you can afford it, when you want to spend money, you can get like the Turbo S or GT3 or GT3 RS or something like that and have a supercar.
And now that they're all going turbo, they're going to be very easy to modify.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know how much power the new turbo ones are making now?
I think they're around 430.
Wow, fourth left up here.
Left of it.
Yeah. That's quite a bit. What is the biggest competitor to this car? Your opinion?
The Audi S4.
Audi S4. So the S4. What year is this car?
Just an 09.
09. So in that year, were they doing the supercharged six cylinder yet?
The S4 had the supercharged V6, and it's actually a very interesting comparison because mod for mod, these N54 engines and the V6 and that are very, very close.
Really?
But once you go aftermarket turbos on these, they will blow away the Audi.
Yeah, because you can only do so much with that supercharged six.
They've done upgraded turbo or superchargers on the Audi. The biggest problem they've had is that the engines just can't take it. These engines are insanely strong.
Nice. So, would you ever trade this car in for a new 3 Series?
They're talking about having an M350i. If that comes to the manual, I would be highly considering of it.
Really? How much power do you think it's going to have?
Probably around 420.
420. So, isn't that pretty close to the M4 power?
Yeah. Next generation, the M4 and M3 is expected to be 500 from what I've read.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Do it right, left?
Left.
Okay.
That's going to be a ridiculous amount of power. I don't know. I wonder if they're going to offer an all-wheel drive option with that.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about, having the all-wheel drive.
Nice.
If they have a manual, then I'd probably be doing that and have fun with the European delivery or something.
So how do you feel about the new M2?
I'm kind of underwhelmed by it, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm not that impressed by it either. Yes, I'm sure it's fast, it's a monster, but it's too close to what the performance that the
235 gives.
Yes, exactly. So I don't see the point in spending the extra money for it.
Yeah, I was also reading they did a track day with all of the M cars, and the guy basically said M2 is nice, it's very easy to control. And then you hop into the M3 or the M4, and the M3 and M4 are just monsters. Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. The M3 and M4 is completely different between like the 435 and the 335. The M2 and the 235 are almost like the same car.
Oh yeah.
Because aren't they using the
same engine? They have an upgrade crank on it, and they up the boost and maybe a different turbo.
Yeah, I don't see why they even made it. Just to be honest, 100% honest, I don't know why they made it. Because I feel like the M235 is enough, especially if you want to start modding it and everything.
And honestly, BMWs are really good for modding because there's so many little things you can do with them.
Yeah, to squeeze out small amounts of power.
I mean, with these cars, people will essentially just put M3 components all around, and you get much quicker cars with just doing those stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This E90 M3 versus the 335 was quite the interesting debate.
Oh yeah. So you said which engine does your car have?
This engine's the N54.
N54.
And 2011 model year, they switched to the N55s.
Okay.
And
so did that go from twin turbo to single twin scroll turbo?
Yep, that was what they did.
Okay.
And you typically just cannot make the same power out of the N55 as you can in the N54. N55s are at a wall right now where the max I can get out of their modified engines is about 540 with the E85.
Okay.
These things, the max we've hit with one of these is 860 wheel.
Wow, 860?
Yep, and that was a stock block.
Was that like, wow. So was that all-wheel drive or is that the two-wheel drive one?
That was a rear-wheel drive car.
Okay.
All-wheel drive cars have a tendency to break the front differential at really high horsepower.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, they don't make
Also, all-wheel drive cars, they just grab. And
Yeah.
It's not like the rear-wheel drive, where you have a little bit of slip.
Yeah.
That'll protect the drivetrain.
Yeah, for sure. So have you had a chance to drag this car yet?
No.
Are you going to?
I probably will. Come the summer.
Yeah, from filling that pool, you might want to get a helmet.
Yeah, these things stock do 13.5s.
Wow.
And modified, they're usually in the 12s.
Wow. I really like this car a lot. Like, riding in it, you may have just sold me on a BMW 335. Because for a long time, I've been like, okay, I want to get a C-Class. But I'm just like, especially between the comparable, the E90 BMWs and the W204 C-Class.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's no comparison in how much power you can make.